All right, boom. What up, though? Got me a little phone holder. This can be able to really help me record some content. But anyway, what's going on with y'all? It's been a minute. I'm looking a lot slimmer. I'm eating very clean, a lot more clean. Then dropped a lot of weight. I feel better than ever. I'm glad to be back. Hopefully, y'all been all right. So, what I wanted to talk about today is don't be afraid to wash your hands. And what do I mean by that, right? So, just like according to the Bible, that anytime when you try to direct a message to somebody in order to help them in the time of need, where you see that they're sinning and that they're going through hard times or difficulties, and that you want to be able to help people break up out of those activities, sometimes the best thing to do, really always the best thing to do, is let people know what it is. The true love in people is that you let them know what it is. You got to let people know that what they're doing is wrong. And the way how you do that, you just tell them the truth. You get what I'm saying? So I had to start understanding myself as far as like, hey, there's only so much that you can lose out on. Because sometimes it's more worth for losing out on bonds that when you tell people the truth and let them know what it is, you start to understand who that person really is. And if it's meant for you to even keep building and bonding with them, they'll come and thank you for it. If not, then, that's on them. People are going to continue to live their lives in a certain way that makes you think like, okay, dang, he tried to tell me like such and such is wrong. Like he can't accept me for who I am. She can't accept me for who I am. And you know what? That just goes to show a lot about people, man. That shows a lot about people, that they're always looking for acceptance. And really, it's not about that. It's just always making sure that your spirit is right and being maintained, because we all got to face judgment one day. You feel me? So when you warn people, it's important to do that. So therefore, you don't be held accountable. Just like, hey, let's say this for an example. Let's go with it. So just imagine your boyfriend or your girlfriend might have cheated on you, right? And let's say this, you felt betrayed. You feel betrayed in a way, and they try to jump ship on you and stuff like that. And sometimes they might even cheat on you with the same gender. Now, I know a lot of women go through that situation as far as like they be married to a guy and they find out that the husband cheated on them. And it sometimes could be with another man, bro. And it could be situations where I don't know how often this is, but guys can have girlfriends and their girlfriends cheat on them with other women. So you let them know as far as like how you feel, right? I felt that was a way of betrayal. That's a disappointment. And that's a sin that you're battling with. It's something that you're looking deep within that energy of that masculine and or feminine energy that you were never able to properly get that love from as you were growing up to become who you are now. See, and that's when people have to start realizing like you got to give people accountability for their actions. You can't let up off of the next. It's all about conviction, and conviction is important. So therefore, you can be able to help people right their wrongs, right? That's important, because you don't want people to just think like, okay, I still want to have some kind of attachment to this person. I can either risk on losing that bond with them, or they're going to always respect me and I save their lives at the very end of the day. So when it boils down to that, you got to understand what's the cost of that. It could be that friendship. And I'm like, you know what? Life is so temporary on this planet Earth that sometimes you saving that person's soul from going into the afterlife of eternal fire is more worth than just, letting them go. Letting them go and be accepted. You accept their behavior. You accept how they're moving and not say a word. And knowing that what they're doing is wrong. Because if you know something in your spirit is wrong, then you're going to find out. You're going to want to take it upon yourself to find that out. So that's why it's important to tell people the truth. As far as like, certain things that you see that's not right. Certain things that you think that they're doing is wrong. and you understand from wisdom and knowledge of biblical principles, that people have to know we have a temporary life on this planet Earth, and it's important to be told the truth. And sometimes if people can't handle that truth, it is what it is. You gotta let people eventually figure it out for themselves. Excuse me. Yep. You gotta let them figure it out for themselves, bro. Because there's only so much that you can be able to tell people and try to help them out with. Because really, everybody is not ready for the truth at a certain period of time, but you have to. You still got to do it anyway. It's just like the Bible said that, a lot of us who understand this truth and the knowledge, the Most High said that we should be watchers of the earth. And it's also a watchman is also a judge. You have angels that watch us over us all the time, 24/7. They're judging situations that's going on in this current moment. Of every moment that you're living and doing something. And then they report it back to the Most High, and the Most High sees this. He sees everything that you're doing. And whether if it's of good and or evil, it's getting written into that book of life. And if you don't repent of anything that you have done wrong, and that's important so you can clear your name, then that's something that you have to take up with the Almighty when you meet him. And that's why I had to make this video, because I'm like, you know what? If people who are going through a situation, and not even just in regards to that example of like a breakup, it can be for anything. People can be constantly lying, cheaters. You got people who are murderers, deceivers. And you have to let people know who are part of those acts. Let them know that what you did was wrong. And it's whether, either they can accept it or not. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes losing that bond is more worth to help save their souls than letting them burn in eternal fire in the place of Hades. So that's why I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that where I'm at now, like mentally, spiritually, and physically, I can be able to grow and prosper more as a young man and understand, like, you know what? The Most High is speaking to me more and more, especially like as I change certain things that's going on in my life. Because life is always throwing curveballs. You never know what you're going to get hit with next. So sometimes you just have to learn how to prepare, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and, just keep on rolling. Because at the end of the day, we all got a life to live. And now that we're living in the time of 2024, where a lot of things are coming out, a lot of people are showing themselves of who they really are this year. And you'd be surprised. And I guarantee you, if you have went through something, I know you can relate to this video as far as like understanding you might have had friends, family members who probably did something to you that, that had made you like really surprised and be like, man, I can't believe that they did that. But see, just like the book of Matthew said, like Christ said, that people should have enemies of their own household. Sometimes your enemy dwells in the same house as you. So you got to understand. Sometimes certain things happen to you because of certain people that are closest to you. And it's sad to say, but that's the truth. You know what I mean? It's really about just knowing that you have to expect the worst of situations sometimes, because that's just how life is. And life can, don't get me wrong, always be full of bliss, full of happy moments. But what is our lives without having a certain story to it, of certain situations and experiences for us to learn and to be able to grow from it? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just, wanted to make this video. And hopefully that if you guys have went through a situation, like I said, with anybody who may have did any kind of betrayal, and you want to be able to let them know what it is, you got to wash your hands, let them know anything that they're doing wrong. Just tell them, you know what I mean? And don't let up. Don't be a coward to accommodate somebody else's feelings just so that you can feel accepted by them. Because sometimes you're showing fake love. Real love is holding people accountable for what they did to you. And that's why once you let them know, you wash your hands, the Most High sees it, hey, he's not holding you accountable either. He won't hold you accountable, But he'll definitely make sure that that other person is held accountable if they're not willing to change their ways. You know what I mean? So it takes a minute for certain people, and it is what it is. But hopefully that you guys enjoyed this video. I will be dropping more knowledge and information soon. Just been taking a huge hiatus from YouTube for a little minute, just getting myself together. Thankfully, you know, I've been taking really good care of myself from like the past over 2 years. I done dropped over about 65 pounds. I was 230 pounds. Now I weigh about 166, 167 pounds. My goal is to get like to 155, 160. So I've been, you know, feeling much better than ever. This year was the year I really took the time out to really change up my diet and stuff like that, which I will make a video about that pretty soon so I can explain to you guys, like, me personally, what I had to do to embrace my weight loss journey and to be in order to speed things up the right way. You know what I mean? So yeah, I will be dropping a video about that pretty soon. Actually, that could be my next video. So y'all stay in tune, all right? So hopefully you guys have a blessed night. And with that being said, peace.